Hello. You were saying, Danny? The
Finally,
great,
I
yeah.
don't call him the Great Wizard Catsby.
Right. No, no. I want Gatsby. I want in on that one. It went into public domain. I want to take it back out, Disney style, just like the Little Mermaid. Yes, that story's in public domain, but also not. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we got some cool scripts tonight. I actually managed to make it up to 10 pages of issue 2 of Princess. I'm pretty pleased with myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Um, and we got some Cygnus Imperium.
Hey, there's some new Cygnus Imperium.
There is some new Cygnus Imperium. So I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know why John is not here. I feel like John should be here, but oh well. All right, share.
No Dragon Warriors thing. So
I know.
yeah, that's okay.
Anytime we don't have Dragon Warrior, I'm a little disappointed. Like,
I don't know. I was listening to the plot of a major motion picture, and it sounded a lot like Dragon Warrior. So.
that sounds like success to me.
I don't know. There might be some copyright issues here.
Earlier today, in my
picture
Discord,
sounds like Dragon Warrior.
Yes. Turns out that new Marvel movie opens almost exactly the same way. Yeah.
Wait, let me just clarify what you mean by the same way. There's
Like
a dragon that Voltron somebody.
and
sorry, the Power Rangers transform.
Yeah, well, the Power Ranger dude Voltron some people, and it's it's the mother telling the kid the story. So like it's exactly the same almost. So it's like
goes to a grade school and plays volleyball.
No. After that, he's okay. So the school part is fine, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I think.
And then there's sneaking around. And ninja murder the girl's locker room.
I think old Asian mommy tells cultural story to
I know
child.
It's a trope, but yeah.
That's
I know.
I think it's okay.
Yeah. I'm mostly just kidding.
Generic China Great Wall Kung Fu magic. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay, and I apologize for my microphone.
That intro is not the insane part of Dragon Warrior.
Right.
No. That the insane part was cut out.
I liked it when it was insane. I liked it when it was like this Mulan karate mashup. I really liked it when it was like Chinatown plus Power Rangers. I really wanted that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I really wish that story got written. And now I don't know what it is. But also
that happened. Like that happened with Demonatrix. That's why I'm like,
well,
what is this? Is this
eventually?
Is this,
yes.
Cop drama? Is this courtroom procedure family drama? What is this? Taking out the mob? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I mean, I really do like John's thought process because, like, when he writes those scenes, he's usually really good at writing all the constituent parts.
Yes.
Right. And when he's not quite sure where he's going, he's really bad at.
His filler episodes aren't very good, so yeah.
All right.
Well, we're about to read some filler.
Yeah. Okay. Something on Zinix 13.
Okay, so last time in Cygnus Imperium, we wrapped episode 3, during which Ravana went nuts, ripped the gun off of his spaceship, and used it to blow up another spaceship.
Like you do.
Like you do. The treaty with Calypso was ratified, and the conflict from the first 3 issues is largely complete, only to be replaced with the conflict between Ravana and Duke Argent, and our good guys, have a fighting chance.
Awesome, let's do it.
And this is 1 year later-ish.
1 year later, okay.
It is the next year 464 after the Imperial Foundation. Let's have Preston read the narration. because that way I can take notes on it if something goes horribly wrong.
Okay.
And then we'll all like sort of alternate. This is a series of very short scenes, so it shouldn't be very difficult.
All right. A fleet of protector ships, mostly mid-sized and capital ships, threatens a desert and mountain planet. Fancy use of ampersand. Okay. Caption: Planetscape Zenix 13464 AIF. And then who's
Citizens of Zenix 13, by order of His Grace Duke Eintha Argent I, for your association with the rebel colony of Tezos. This colony is no longer independent. Surrender now and prepare to accept His Lordship's justice.
Page 2, panel 1, folding space. The paradox appears between the fleet and the planet facing down the fleet.
Protector fleet, this is Captain Thorn of the Paradox. Return to Abenov. Zenix 13 is under Tezian protection. Yeah, sorry.
Panel 2, Protector Bridge with Thorn on the view screen. The Protector Captain panics.
Open transvoid to Abenov. Message: Your Grace, Zenix 13 is under Ravana's protection. Protector's withdrawing.
Panel 3, Interior Paradox Bridge. Arik turns from her station to speak to Thorn. The other consoles are manned by new Tazen soldiers. Ravana, Calamity, and Igo are absent.
I guess Larry.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Thorn, the Protectors are preparing to jump. Request authorization for micronova missiles.
Preston, be Thorn for this.
Authorization granted. Light 'em up. Panel 4, Exterior, the Void. The Paradox fires a volley of micro missiles at the fleeing Protector ships. 1 or 2 missiles at the front hit their targets, creating miniature black holes that spaghettify 2 Protector ships.
That is my favorite word in
Okay.
In astrophysics,
nice.
FYI.
Yeah, fair enough. You need to trademark that shit.
Yeah, 2 Protector vessels destroyed. Those Calypso engineers deserve a raise.
Page 3, panel 1. Thorn and Arik smile at each other, pleased with the results.
Drove them off. Want brunch?
Not alone. Got allies?
Just a few. Want more?
Always. Let's meet the locals.
Woohoo.
Panel 2, the Zenix 13 Temple Complex. The Paradox has landed outside an ornate temple complex surrounded by cheering supporters. The crew is on the ground, smiling and waving. Let's hear it for Tezos.
Woo!
I'll never get used to this kind of attention, Thorn.
Just breathe, Arik. Without you, we never would have had a chance to free ourselves from Argent's oppression. Now the citizens of Zenix 13 have that same chance. Panel 3. While happy onlookers cheer and Arik waves bashfully, Thorn shakes hands with the leader of this planet, some kind of ornately dressed princess. Thank you, Princess. Tezos would be more than happy to consider an alliance with Zenix 13 title card. Page 4, panel 1, Exterior
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros. Come on, I know that word.
A company of protectors interrogate a lineup of scientists working at a CERN-type laboratory in a landscape like the Swiss Alps. All of the scientists have their hands up in surrender and are holding their ID badges. Throughout this scene, protectors go up the line, scanning them. Caption: Planet Space Ouroboros.
Yes.
Listen up, Ouroborean scum. My sources tell me at least one of you has been selling Einsteinium to the Tezian rebels. If whoever it was steps forward, the rest of you will be spared the firing squad.
Einsteinium.
One of the scientists falls to her knees to beg for mercy while the others look on in sympathy.
But please, Captain, don't hurt us. None of us supports the rebellion. We just want to raise our children in peace.
Panel 3, the captain lifts Scientist 1 up by the collar to yell into her face.
Do you think our source lied to us, citizen? Do you doubt the sovereignty of Duke Argent's court?
Panel 4, forced perspective from one end of the line of scientists. The Protector soldiers are still either threatening the scientists moving down the line, scanning ID cards, while the Protector captain holds his sword to the neck of Scientist 1. The scientist closest to the front of the frame holds back their tears.
Tell me, research leader Sterling, are you a traitor?
No, please don't.
Page 5, Panel 1. Over the shoulder of Scientist 1, a second Protector dropship arrives from behind the Protector captain while she speaks with the Protector assaulter.
Larry, I need you to be the assaulter.
Okay. Sir, did you request air support?
What? Not to deal with these weaklings.
Panel 2, 4 Protector assault troops with rocket packs spread out in the air to defend the dropship. As it begins to land, two of these Protectors are Igo and Calamity. Fear not, Protector colleagues. Your cavalry has arrived.
Negative support. Operations in progress. State your authorization code or exit the field.
Kill. Panel 3. Igo has all arms out, firing laser beams at the ground. Troops suppressing the scientists, killing a bunch of... That's definitely oppressing. Calamity and the others. See, I'm tired of people claiming they're oppressed, but that's real oppression. Calamity and the other assault troops. Wait, hold on. Let's see what we got here. Linux 19 make. There we go.
Nice.
Nice. That was good.
Yeah, Zigo has all arms out, firing laser beams at the ground troops, suppressing the scientists, killing a bunch of them. Calamity and other assault troopers are firing too. Pew pew.
It's the sound lasers make.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
We need a calamity.
Okay. This is what happens when you build a force made only for oppression.
Panel 4, Ego ties up the Protector captain while Calamity speaks with the gathered scientists.
The Tezian Alliance thanks you for your transfold beacon. I'm glad we made it here in time.
So are we.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. We'll leave these Protectors to you. If you ever need help maintaining your independence, Tezos is ready to listen.
Panel 1, exterior. Tau Beta Grain Silo Day. Heavily armored Protector troops, a tank, and a ground assault mech prevent a gang of local farmers from accessing a grain silo on this farming planet. The locals are really angry about this, but the troops keep them far away from their produce.
Oh.
Caption: See, this is oppressive, but not as oppressive.
I don't know. They're using a mech to protect the grain silo.
Yeah, but no one's died yet.
That's true. Yeah.
Caption: Planet Space Tau Beta Farmer 1. What do you think you're doing?
You can't just march in here and take our grain.
Yeah, I need those profits to keep my farm afloat. We all do.
Panel 2, the Protector captain pops her head out of the tank to speak to the crowd.
Preston, do this one.
By Duke Argent's command, your grain supplies are being requisitioned for food security of the Protector fleet. Nobody will be harmed if you disperse peacefully. Panel 3,
sucks.
exterior, Tau Beta atmosphere. From high in orbit, the Paradox plummets into the atmosphere like a skydiver before pulling their parachute except there is no parachute. Heat trails burn the edges of the paradox's silhouette. We planetfall, says Auric. Page 7, panel 1. Smash! The paradox crashes through the silo, the force of its impact cracking the ground, destroying the protector mech and tank, and launching the the grain over which they were fighting, and launching the ground troops into the air. I feel like a metaphor of the United States, like right there. We're here to save you.
Yeah. Boom. Bombs away, motherfucker. Oh shit.
SFX smash, panel 2.
Yeah.
Ravana and Eric exit the paradox and address the farmers who are still angry. Damn,
thanks for dealing with those protectors. Oh, sorry. You go ahead. I'll do the next one.
Thanks for dealing with those protectors. But what about our grain?
And our silo.
Who is Auric? Am I Auric?
I don't know.
You're now Auric. Okay.
You sure? Yeah.
Citizens of Tatu Beta, in repayment for your assistance in isolating these rogue protectors, the Tezian Alliance will gladly pay double the market price for your grain and silo.
Okay.
Panel 3, mid-shot of Ravana holding out a turnip. Auric overhears him and her smile fades.
Have you ever considered growing Sulian turnips? They're hardy as anything. No better foodstuff in the void for retaking the old Imperium. Sorry. Ugh.
Page 8, panel 1, Tezos Felicity Parliament Day. Establishing shot of the seat of government on Tezos in Felicity, the city with the spaceport. Caption, Planet Space, Tezos.
So, in just 6 months, we've made alliances with Zenix-13, Ouroboros, and Tatu Beta. Excellent work, Thorn. It almost feels like we stand a chance.
Panel 2, Interior Governor Sora's office day. Thorn and Governor Sora sit on opposite sides of Sora's desk, drinking liquor. The Vizier hovers behind Sora, observing all. Thanks, but I'm getting worried.
Why is that?
All right, I'll shut up now.
That's okay.
It's been a while since we encountered Argent at Calypso, and none of the protectors we captured here have any intel. We have no idea what he's planning. Panel 3, closer shot of Sora and Thorn. Thora leans forward, worried.
Don't see a problem with that fascist being unbalanced.
But what if he isn't? Look how thinly he's spreading us. He can't protect 7 systems. Heck, we can barely protect 1, not for an all-out assault.
I see.
Panel 4, close up on Thorn. Very worried. Thorn, and I'm worried about Ravana.
There you go.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
There we go. That is 9 pages.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stuff happened. We blew up a grain silo. I thought that was a cool moment. I liked it when there was some kind of the protectors are the ironically named bad guys, and that's cool. I love some irony. Irony's neat. And they were definitely doing a bit of oppressing. Let's see. We started off with them screwing with some religious people, I guess it was, or they were interrogating the scientists. They were scientists. Okay, sorry. It's the opposite of religious. Scientists.
They were attacking then they were interrogating some scientists, and then they were stealing grain from farmers. That was 3 scenes on 3 planets.
Oh, 3 different. Okay.
There was a ton of cats that get saved in that.
Oh, yes. All right. So bad guys were doing very bad things.
Yeah.
And sometimes they got away with it. But when it came to the grain farmers, in swooped the heroes, led by Thorn
Different heroes. They sort of, this is over time, not all the heroes all at once.
Okay, yeah.
Also, our heroes have missiles that can spaghettify spaceships.
Yes, exactly. So
I think we use that word in the dialogue, actually, now that I think about it, because it's hilarious.
Spaghettification missiles, kaboom. So look, we had plenty of action. We had some snazzy dialogue. We had some villains who were doing villainy. What's not to like? All right, what do you think, Larry?
Yes. No, it's. I like these little like interlude moments, I guess, where you get to a couple different things happening at the same time. So you had your big battle in your last one, so this is a nice follow up to it, where we get to see where things are going and how things are progressing. So yeah.
There we go.
It's got to blow up a silo.
So constructive wise, I mean, as you mentioned, there was I'm not sure what the greater threat is.
It's a Phantom Menace. No.
So it's both a bit low stakes. There you go.
Sure.
Except to the scientists who got killed. And that was sad.
This is the 4th or 5th issue.
This is the 4th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it's good for a 4th. Yeah.
Right.
Because we've already had our high stakes in the first 3. So.
But whenever the emotional gravitas is being delivered by people whose deaths I have a hard time identifying with because I never knew them to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's really sad about scientist number 2. I liked that one,
but there was an emotional reaction though when they died.
It was I liked that. Fine. It's just
there was a moment.
All I'm saying is, it's Captain Kirk sitting over a red shirt, going, "You bastards! You Klingon bastards! You killed Ensign." What the fuck's this guy's name? Yeah, that guy.
Kirk was upset when the red shirts died, so
Well, yeah, but I mean, you had to have those red shirts for everyone else surviving to actually feel like they're making a mistake.
Exactly. Yes. So anyway, I mean, it seemed fine to me.
Yeah.
Larry, you got any constructives?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, the writing is, of course, very competent, and I didn't see any like glaring problems with the script or anything like that. So.
People don't like scientists. I noticed that.
Yeah. We're always killing the scientists.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Jeez, even I did it. Oh my god, I never even realized that.
Look, leave it up to me, who has actually studied science, to have whenever in the Divinity Factory a scientist who does not die. It is instead her husband, who is
all the scientists.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you've got an evil scientist, though, Preston. So, I mean,
she's actually not. She's just compelled to do evil by the evil organization.
Oh, come on. That's a weak argument. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Very well.
All right. The pacing was okay. I was trying to go for, here's a couple of quick vignettes. Delay, and then show the passage of time.
Yeah, it's hard to do those too quickly, I guess, where it just looks like a panel.
I mean,
to me, but this is a little spread out, so it's nice.
Yeah, I would say, the problem of, oh my god, it's that guy, not that guy, is compounded when we have 3 groups of that guys. I feel like logic suggests if we spent more time with one of those 3 groups, the farmers, or or whatever, and got to know little Ensign Expendable before his tragic death, we might care a little more. So,
that is a new project of mine called Explorer Corps.
There you go.
But in which every chapter is rocks fall, everybody dies.
There you go. I mean, I would say my advice, just looking at it as a mechanical piece, I would say instead of 3 scenes, why don't we just have 1 scene of
Yeah.
the protectors oppressing some group, so that we can have more screen time getting to know people who are suffering.
And then do the one panel
And then
thing for the
do
other
the-
places. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but yeah.
Sometimes there's no time to build up backstories for red shirts, but try to imply they contributed. Yeah, you could say he helped me at the academy. That was always a good one.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were friends at the academy.
They do that. They did that a lot in Star Trek.
They
They're
did
like,
all the time.
Yeah. There was like, oh my god, he was one day away from
That's
retirement.
so
Like,
big. It was crazy.
yeah. Oh man. He was such a nice guy. Yeah.
He was.
Thanks for the notes, guys.
Yeah.
I've definitely got some of that stuff down, and depending on how everything goes, once I've written for it, we'll see how it all goes.
Yeah.
He was the old. He was wearing a locket of his gray-haired mother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man.
But he had a scholarship.
Yeah. That's another good one. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Who wants to be Archimedes?
Sure. I think I read out the narration last time, didn't I?
Okay.
Uh,
All right, you be Archimedes. I'll read narration here. We'll see what we
Okay.
get. Or Larry, do you want to read narration?
No, that's okay. You got lots of words in there. I don't want to screw them up.
do.
So.
Adorned
Larry,
with
the writer, you can get a bit more comfortable with words.
Yeah.
Adorned with mystic ruins set into the leather, a large teepee sits in the forest clearing, surrounded by 6 stone cairns, each topped with the skull of a different humanoid race.
Done.
Panel 2. Red sand sprinkles out of the bottom of a closed right fist to complete a complex design.
My ravens tell me of great worry.
Panel 3. Archimedes the Summoner, a middle-aged elven witch doctor, wearing fetish's furs and other trappings, clutches his right hand close to his chest as he inspects his handiwork. Before him, a summoning circle formed from red sand atop yellow features arcane ruins, both worked into the border, as well as one large sinister-looking glyph in the middle.
If only they understood that my mistress sees all.
Panel 4. Using his left hand, Archimedes scrapes the sand clinging to his right into a leather pouch, holding more of the granular pigment.
She permeates the void of nothingness in which your pathetic concerns exist.
Panel 5. He ingests a peyote cactus using his right hand, plucked from an ornate bowl held in his left.
She has heard your pleas for intervention.
Panel 5. He smokes hash from a leather and bead-adorned wooden pipe.
And hilarity of the situation has brought her some tiny joy.
Panel 7. He drinks a green liquid from a third ornate bowl.
For it is not she who should worry for our concerns. Good use of semicolon there. Quite the opposite.
I always look for...
You're supposed to use a double dash in comics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Panel 2, or page 2, one panel. Seated cross-legged before the summoning circle. Oh, yeah, all right. So I still screwed that up. Seated cross-legged before the summoning circle. He something. What should he do?
Looks towards.
He looks towards a dimensional rift appearing inside the boundary of the circle. That's what he does. He looks towards it.
Does he glance?
Hold on. I'm going to type that in right now. That
he
way.
licks towards.
Yeah.
He looks
Licks.
towards.
Licks.
There we go. Towards a dimensional rift appearing inside the boundary of the circle. Before him rests the pipe and 2 empty bowls from page 1. A feminine demonic hand extends through the rift to offer a golden chalice filled with red liquid from beyond the boundaries of time and space. And she will speak with a cold, otherworldly voice.
Aya, Ereshkigal, goddess of the underworld. Hail the mistress of oblivion.
Rejoice, Archimedes, my noble servant, for you once again have my attention. Consume the milk of misery and take your place in hell at my side.
Page 3, panel 1. His face betrays revulsion and discomfort as he wills himself to drink the vile-tasting liquid from the golden ritual cup. Having completed the ritual, another reality begins to impose itself on his surroundings, as his surroundings become absorbed in this real landscape. And I remember you wanted that a separate panel. It's probably not a bad idea.
I mean, after having just directed that seed in Lords of Iron,
yeah.
I mean, he could just be in the other place.
He could, yes. Panel 2.
Make it make the first part an inset.
Like close up when he's drinking the liquid.
Yeah.
He's in the other place. Bam.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Panel 2. Foreground. Ereshkigal, Mistress of Oblivion, sits atop the obsidian throne, surrounded by the faint outline of the summoning circle. Head bowed in supplication, Archimedes kneels outside the circle's perimeter. Background, hell's bleak desolation torments the souls of the damned.
Time makes a mockery of meaning, as reality itself crumbles under its crushing heel.
I am savoring the collapse of those decadent Alluvian harpies.
As well you should, my queen. Viviax imposed her will on my realm. To what end? A weak society of pleasure seekers. Addiction to self-adoration.
Exactly. Who could resist something called the milk of misery?
Don't even want to know. Anyway, so we were at the
panel 3. From her throne, Ereshkigal projects a vision between herself and the still kneeling Archimedes of Thora, Edmund and Gretchen, each on their respective horses. Although, did we decide there? I'm unclear how many horses I should write into the story. So I'm asking you, Danny, as editor, how many horses did we end issue 1 with?
2 horses and a kelpie.
So 3 horses. Okay, then 3 horses. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
The answer is who's riding the kelpie?
Right. Okay.
I assume Thora.
Yeah, Thora is riding the kelpie, definitely.
Well, I mean, she just showed up with a mystery horse, so I mean,
she did.
Yeah.
Ereshkigal, Riders. Yes. Sorry.
Sorry.
Riders Approach. Yeah.
Sorry, do you want like inline notes now or later?
Go ahead.
So Archimedes on what was it, page 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
That first line doesn't really. Sorry, page 3, I guess. Like after his first line there is just like him saying something that sounds really deep with very little content, whereas the rest of their conversation is actually about what's happening.
Well, this is his greeting to his goddess.
Perhaps my goddess at the end of that would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Hold on.
I guess that makes sense.
I can do that. No problem.
I'm fine with it being a greeting. It's a good line.
I thought he was just being an asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
He's worshiping the Mistress of Oblivion. What do you want?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just mad that he had to drink the milk. That's all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe he's just like really lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel this later. Yeah.
So where were we? Oh yes.
Panel 3. Riders Approach.
No doubt seeking some charm or favor to prolong the inevitable.
We shall treat them the better they deserve. Let us heighten the tragedy of their collapse.
As you wish, my queen.
Page 4. Panel 1. The light of the early morning reveals Edmund as he dismounts his horse. Thor and Gretchen both seated atop Kelgadal, so now I'll need to make that 2 separate horses. An equine form look on. Edmund, if the map be true, then we have arrived. Oh, yeah. I'll be Edmund.
Oh, shall you be the one to negotiate with the summoner?
Panel 2. Edmund ties his horse to a tree as Thor dismounts, leaving Gretchen still seated on Kelgadal. I am the strongest among us, the obvious choice still. I don't want to snub you. Panel 3. Background. Edmund speaks to the woman from under the shade of a tree to which he tied his horse. Foreground. Gretchen and Thor exchange worried looks. Bind your squire so that I can more easily hand her off to her new owner.
That won't be necessary.
Panel 4. Holding a piece of rope, Edmund confronts Thor about what to do with Gretchen, who patiently remains in the saddle. Nonsense! How is she to understand her new station as a slave unless you restrict her movements?
And what if he doesn't accept her?
What if is a game for scholars. We are here to make an exchange. If you won't bind her, I will. Page 5. Gretchen looks nervously to Edmund as he brandishes the rope, and I'm likely to be a lot rougher. Page 5. What?
This turned into a John script. What?
This is the part John objects to. All right, fine.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Page 5.
Which is kind of odd,
1.
but anyway.
It is a lot. Right. A simmering Thora ties the arms of an ashamed Gretchen behind her back as Edmund looks on in triumph. Free of any writer, Kelgadal's equine face betrays a fairly nuanced understanding of what is taking place. Let a girl carry out the Queen's orders as a loyal Alluvian knight. Edmund relishes a sadistic moment as he grabs the now bound Gretchen by the hair. He leers at the frightened girl as Thor, behind them, seeks to protect her as best she can. Well, my dear, not all squires make it to be knights. My advice would be to do your queen and goddess proud by being the best whore a man can hope for.
He doesn't even get a slap for that.
I mean,
you're a piggish misogynist.
Well, Edmund is tactically smart. He started by tying up Gretchen, so now the only person he has to worry about is Thora.
Yes.
See? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And then, please, misogyny, I'm trying to keep this girl alive a bit longer. If she can't please her new owner, he's not likely to keep her for long. Panel 3, with sadistic glee, Edmund leads Gretchen to Archimedes' teepee as Thora falls behind him, head hung low. And we have Edmund. Oh, yes, we have all pledged our lives in service to the Queen. Well, this day for sacrifice. Well, this is, yeah. It should be this is your day for sacrifice. Let me go ahead and add that in. This
is your day.
This is your day.
Not this be your day.
Yes. This is your day. There we go. This is your day for sacrifice.
This was your day.
This, I can see that too. All right.
This will have been your day.
Yeah, exactly. Behold, summoner, it is I, Edmund, who do the bidding of Queen Arc of Alluvia. Queen Arc of Alluvia. We come offering this slave who formerly went by the name of Gretchen. Panel 4, foreground. Archimedes stands at the entrance to his teepee and surveys Gretchen like he's about to acquire livestock as Edmund furthers his parley. Background. Thora turns her back on the whole affair. In exchange, we ask for a vial of angel's blood. Queen Arca extends her wishes of goodwill to you and hopes that we might seek further bargains in the future.
A generous offer. The situation must indeed be dire.
All the more reason for expedient dealings. Page 6, panel 1. With his right hand, Edmund brings a frightened Gretchen to her tiptoes by her hair, while his left hand gestures to her body as to entice, but Archimedes remains unimpressed.
While I don't seek to deny an ally in need, I prefer to keep my own company.
Then use her for pleasure and sacrifice her to your patron, or something.
I don't seek my pleasures from helpless women. Yeah.
What was your note on that one?
I like that line a lot.
Okay.
Humanized Edmund in a useful way.
Yeah.
Might want
to have a limit for this bullshit, and this is the limit.
Yeah.
Might want to reconsider that decision. This woman is young and of excellent stock. Panel 2, Archimedes bargains with Edmund as Gretchen, still helpless and on tiptoes, seems clearly relieved to no longer be the bargaining chip.
I take it you are under orders to return with the spell.
Reagent.
Reagent or else. Yeah.
You understand the edicts of Queen Arca?
Very well then. This shall be our bargain? Or Yep, out bargain, yeah. I shall give you what you seek.
Our bargain. Yeah.
I just help me.
Writing it, but it's not a phrase.
Yeah. I shall give you what you seek for in return for.
Let's see. Hold on. This shall be our.
Wow.
This shall be our bargain. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
For
that horse. Give me that horse, boy.
Panel 4. Foreground. Thora's face displays wide-eyed focus. Background. Over her shoulder, Edmund keeps Gretchen on tiptoes, concluding his bargain with Archimedes. On behalf of Queen Arica, I accept your offer and appreciate the fairness you have displayed during our time of need.
No, I will not become a prisoner of the summoner. End this before I kill all of you.
No.
Panel 5. Thora faces the trio of Gretchen, Edmund, and Archimedes, who all seem quite surprised by her sudden turn.
The horse is not for sale.
Was it not yesterday you were demanding I follow Queen Arica's edicts to the letter? Forgive her outburst, my good man. We accept your offer.
I very much like this line. Edmund has character now.
Yeah, okay.
But for our other horse, Ginger, take her.
Page 7, panels 4. Panel 1. Thora stands in opposition to the trio. No longer held, Gretchen stares daggers at Thor for her interruption. Similarly exasperated, Edmund helps both arms wide as to show a shrugging confusion. Archimedes seems content. It should be, seems content to let the drama play out. Seems content to let the drama he started play out. There we go. Edmund, he can have whatever horse he desires. Why are you so protective of that Mustang you found?
I believe this horse is special. Wait.
More valuable to me than that slave you offered.
Exactly.
Please, I can remain your squire.
Yes, of course. I guess. Yeah.
I guess.
They were hugging last night. I'll remind you.
But Thora is also under mind control at this point.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's true.
Or is she making a deal with the devil?
I don't know.
A little bit of both.
Panel 2. Edmund dismisses the confusing females as he steps towards the upper hand. Acquiring Helgadal with authority. Enough! We found this horse in the forest a few hours ago. It's worth nothing to us. Panel 3. Edmund's hand reaches for the bridle as Helgadal transforms into a horrific nightmare beast. Come now.
Kill them all.
Panel 4. Background. Edmund manages to draw his sword as he cowers from the horrific, vaguely horse-shaped fairy. Foreground. Thora, under command from Helgadal, draws her sword and looks to a shocked and confused Gretchen, who remains tied up. Swing.
Thora, what wizardry is this?
Page 8, panel 1. Praying that his sword can somehow keep the danger at bay, Edmund backs away from the monstrous Helgadal. Foreground. Pert, bound, and helpless, Gretchen beseeches Archimedes to intervene as he backs into his teepee.
Please, summoner. Dark magic has affected her mind. You must free her.
That is not part of our bargain.
Panel 2. The summoner throws a jar of magic powder towards Thora, which his magic forces into a jet of toxic dust that blasts the stunned Thora right in the face as she falls back and away from Gretchen, who looks on in horror.
But I shall stand a faithful ally to the queendom of Alluvia.
Panel 3. Thora falls to her knees in apparent shock and arrest as a concerned Gretchen looks on in concern.
Please, untie me that I might tend to her.
Panel 4. Archimedes stands behind and unties Gretchen as Thora curls into the fetal position, her face frozen in terror.
Thora, what did you do to her?
You wanted me to intervene? Now her life is an issue? Fine. This, too, shall increase Queen Arica's indebtedness to me.
Panel 5. The panic continues as Gretchen looks towards the distant Edmund, who screams in panic as Helgadal lifts him off the ground by one of his many horse tentacles. Ah, save me, Gretchen. I always believed in you.
Sure he did. That's funny.
Page 9, panel 1. Gretchen springs into action. She draws the sword from the scabbard of a catatonic Thora, whom Archimedes begins to drag towards the entrance to his teepee.
Or Queen Erica.
Panel 2. Gretchen flies towards Kelgadal, who turns to confront her as it dangles Edmund by a tentacle behind him.
Avenger of Women.
Panel 3. Inside the teepee, Archimedes lays Thor in the middle of the summoning circle previously shown. Battle sounds off panel. Save me, Gretchen! Roar! Aha! Panel 4. Archimedes kneels and invokes his patron.
Estigal, goddess of the underworld.
Panel 5. Thor sits bolt upright in horror as the magic overcomes her.
Hail the mistress of oblivion.
Page 10, panels 5. Panel 1, Gretchen's sword strikes. Gretchen's sword strike cleaves twain, the horse tentacle holding Edmund aloft as Kelgadal screams in pain.
Governess Ho!
Gah! Panel 2. Gretchen cleaves another tentacle, but a third wraps around her arm.
For the cause.
Panel 3. Kelgadal's grins as his strong, dark horse fairy arms clasp around Gretchen to force her face to face with him. Who's Kelgadal?
I don't remember.
Die, meddlesome bitch! Panel 4. Surprise. Gretchen watches Kelgadal's face freeze in shock. Panel 5. Kelgadal falls as Edmund thrusts his sword through his back to drive him into the ground. Good work, little Gretchen. I never doubted you for a minute.
Nice.
There we go. So what do you think?
You still good? Yes.
So I really like that Edmund gets some character by the end, and the dynamic between them seems to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has something to do at the end by the end of that scene, which was quite nice. I was worried for a bit about Gretchen, who just doesn't say anything for like 4 pages.
I was going to mention that too, that she might need a little bit of dialogue thrown in there or something, but yeah.
Stuff happens. Everyone's life seems to have gotten more complicated. I am going to miss the horse. I really wanted him to actually murder somebody first.
Yeah.
And him, like, the callback to the thing is a really good one.
Yeah.
Means if you're going to, I mean, I guess this is a crit. You're going to make your artist draw it. Having the opportunity to draw it twice is even better.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was interesting. Stuff happens. I still have no idea where this is going.
Well, Dragonsmith's got a pretty good idea. He left a comment where the story was going. So you two might have to get together, compare notes. What can I say?
Actually, I was going to say, like, it actually took a plot twist that I wasn't expecting, so it was nice. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Constructives?
Other than the dialogue thing.
Earlier on.
Yeah.
Who
Gretchen, she needs to do or say something earlier on.
Just like, expletives or something like that while she's being tied up. Or
you,
something.
I trusted you.
Yeah.
We worked together. I thought we were friends. You bitch.
Right.
Like, Thor needs to react to that. Or whatever. That's a whole big thing. It's not clear that Thor is enchanted by the Kelpie.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, it is by the end, right?
Oh yeah. At the end, you definitely understand it because he's controlling her. But
right.
Well, yeah. Like when the wizard says she is enchanted by the Kelpie, then we trust that she is enchanted by the Kelpie, even though this is specifically an untrustworthy wizard.
Yes.
So
that drinks weird milk. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, he's really lactarded.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I think this scene might need to be revisited once we know where the rest of it's going.
Okay.
To make that like smooth out better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fine start.
Yeah.
To something. Which presumably has some direction.
I think I'm thinking that Thora visits with Ereshkigal,
Yeah.
and this becomes her mark of differentiation, or at least a different perspective from which she now views her kingdom or
Okay.
queendom, and that she becomes kind of the one with special knowledge who begins the hero's journey.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Wasn't she supposed to have begun her hero's journey last episode?
Well.
Okay, well then
okay.
she found the magic sword, or the special thingy.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know.
I mean, okay, that's cool. It would be cooler if she like got possessed or something, though. If she had some, yeah.
Don't worry your head about it. That's all.
Yeah. Like if she had not just like special knowledge, but also a special ability that she could draw upon, or something like that. Anyway, like a mark or
a talking magic telepathic horse.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
But
Look,
we're killing that guy. So
as servant of Mistress Ereshkigal, she might get all kinds of Oblivion powers. Who knows?
Sweet.
Okay. So yeah, I'm intrigued.
Dragon
hold
song.
on, wait. It would be funnier if Gretchen had been intoxicated and thought the whole thing was bizarre, but consensual foreplay.
Oh.
And then she got sort of disillusioned, as it were. Okay.
There we go. No, that's a John story. I'm sorry.
That's
like all we need to do is throw in a bulletproof vagina and we're good to go. So yeah. Oh god.
What can I say? Anyway.
He stabbed her with the tentacle, but it wasn't where you thought it was going to be. It was like, yeah. Or was it? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to fulfilling. Guinevere, the Divinity Factory trade paperback came in.
Oh,
and I've been shipping that in. And I had a con last weekend in El Paso, and I got a big con this weekend in Dallas. So.
Well, that reminds me. I should be getting that soon.
Awesome. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Next week, I promise there will be more Golden Princess pages. And I'm liking the story. I hope you guys like. I hope you enjoy hearing it as much as I enjoy reading it, because I'm just sitting here going, and this is some fucked up shit.
Well, I mean, I enjoy fantasy stories, and I enjoy fantasy stories that get really fucked up sometimes. So hey, it's all good. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. We'll see everybody next time.
Imagine a version of this that's written after Preston has seen The Magicians. But I don't know if Preston has seen The Magicians.
I haven't. I should go watch The Magicians.
You really if you want to go and if you're going, you need to watch The Magicians.
Okay. I will do that.
And like Larry, like from his immediate reactions, clearly see The Magicians.
I've seen parts.
So, you know how it gets crazy, right?
Yeah.
Right, and everyone makes very good decisions that end very badly all the time.
Oh my!
It's really quite
well. I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy magic movies. Anyway, there's lots of different directions to take this in. So, yeah,
I'm excited.
All right. All right. We'll tune in next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.